Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. This is a little project we're making today. It's a little matchbox and you can see it holds 4 little love hearts there. Isn't that cute? And it's just a little matchbox style gift box. And I love the sentiment, a paper hug from me. So, let me show you how I made it. This one I used here, Calypso Coral. This time I'm going to use Parakeet Party and you can tell me which one you prefer. So I have a piece here that measures 5 inches by 3.5 inches, and we're just going to score 1 inch on all of the sides. So 1 inch twist, final side 1 inch. Okay, so get rid of the scoreboard and just tidy up here a bit. Oops. And now we're going to fold on all of our score lines. I'm just using my bone folder to get a crisp fold. Okay. Now it's cutting time. So now we're going to cut on the long edge. We're going to cut up the score line until the score line. And then we're going to miter this little corner here. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. So we've cut up to the score line and then we've mitered it. So we've cut out a little wedge. So here again, along the score line, up to the score line, and then cut a little bit out there. And this just helps your whole box come together more easily. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. So up the score line to the score line. And take up those little bits. Just make sure everything's straight. So, and then up there and that last bit there. Okay, so let's get rid of these pieces here and put those in the bin. Okay. So now we're going to put some glue on these 4 tabs, and I'm going to use some Tombow. You could use, I wouldn't say snail, I mean seal. You could use Seal Plus, or you could use tear and tape as well, would work fine. But you need something strong. Okay, and then we're just going to take this little tab, pull it in so it meets the side to form your little wall like that. So take the little tab inside and make sure everything's straight until it meets the side wall. Make sure it's all nice and straight, just like that. Same here. Bring this in. And the good thing about the wet glue is it gives you a little bit of wiggle room to get everything nicely lined up, and that's what you've got so far. Okay, now we have a piece here of the Butterfly Kisses Designer Series paper, and this is half a sheet, so this is 3 inches by 6 inches. And last time we used this pattern, so I'm going to use this one instead. And I'm just going to fold it round my box. So I'm going to have my box sort of roughly in the center here. Don't worry if it's not exact. And then I'm just going to fold and pinch where everything goes. Just like that, so it's roughly done. And then I'm going to go back with my bone folder and get a really crisp fold where I pinched. Okay. Make sure when you do the crisp fold you get it straight. Okay, so that's what we have. So then we're going to check that everything fits around our box nicely. and it does. So let's put our glue down, and I'm going to put a piece here and a piece here. You'll see what I mean in a second. I'm going to put just a little bead of glue along there, and then I'm going to put another one just along there, just like that. Put this back in and fold this over and make sure everything is lined up as best as possible. Give it a press. Take my box out again, and now I can give it a really good press, just like that. And now we can see our box can slide back in like that. Okay, so let's set that aside and do some stamping. I have here a piece of scrap basic white, and we need to get a stamping block out, which I haven't done, but I will now. Stamp set we're going to use is this one called Limited Edition, and I got this for free when I attended On Stage on Tour a few months ago. It was a virtual one, but we still got this, so I wanted to use my free set. And we're going to just ink up a little sentiment down. I should have said I'm using the same as last time, Calypso Coral ink, because I preferred it. And then I'm going to bring in here, these are the starter shapes, and we're going to cut a piece from here. I'm just going to hold these in place using a little bit of post-it note tape so that they don't move all over. And then I think I can do both together. I'm just going to cut off this excess. There we go. And the same here, I'm just going to cut off my excess, and then I'm going to use the smallest one here, so I need another piece of tape, and this just fits by the skin of its chinny chin chin. It looks ever so cute. Okay, I'm going to bring in my baby boss, and I'm going to put it through here. Get my plates. So I've got my base plate, number 1, and then I've got my number 2. Put on my dies, and then my number 3, number 2 rather, I should say, over the top. And let's wind this through. I'm sorry if I'm making the camera shake as I wind it through. There we are. And then we're just going to close this up. Sorry for the noise. Okay. Let's get rid of those plates. And let's see, we have our piece there. I know I just cut a piece of magnetic sheet and then take my dies off the paper they come and put them rather on the magnetic sheet, as you can see, and just keeps everything in place. Okay, so I lost my sentiment for a second. I found it sticking to the back of my dies. Typical, isn't it? Spent ages doing something and then you can't find it again. Okay, so let's stick one to the other here. And I love the stitching effect you get on this die. So let's pop this up on some dimensionals. Make sure this is not going anywhere. And you can put anything in here, you know, you could even use it to store little paper clips and all sorts of stuff. They're just dinky little boxes, really cute. Okay, so there you go. Which do you prefer better? A or B? A or B? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinion. I really hope you enjoyed these projects. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you want any more information about this project, the supply list, the measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website. And the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. That includes the links to my Facebook group, one where I host a monthly online card club and we share crafty projects and we do challenges, and the other one is where I sell all my retired products, so do check those both out. I'd love for you to join us. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye bye.